show. I am in Hong Kong. I'm in Manila, Philippines. Hey guys, I am in Manila in the Philippines, and this is the bathroom. Anytime I'm somewhere, I always like to show tile work because it seems like everywhere I go lately there's tile to show, and not always a critique. Sometimes they're just observations that I notice on this floor. I had done a video not too long ago where I showed there's almost no line, no expansion joint, grout joint as it were, and then I noticed that there was a lot of chipping going on. So I'm kind of noticing the same thing here. There's chipping every so often, and my only take on it is that the tile just have nowhere to go when they're moving ever so slightly. They just push up against each other, and that creates the surface chipping. I could be wrong on that. It was pointed out to me that, which I'm already aware of, that it could be that they chipped the tile as they were setting it and then just didn't do anything about it. I don't think that's the case. I just don't see a tiler setting a tile after it's been chipped, although it's possible. Anyway, on to this bathroom. It's a curbless shower, which I'm going to get into here momentarily. I always talk about curbless showers and external drains, and it's rare that I see them. And when I'm showing the external drain, which I have on a couple of videos, it's always in another country. They're more apt to do these external drains than we are. This one is next to the toilet, which is a great idea, just in case the toilet overflows, but it's also a good idea when you have a curbless shower to have the external drain. And by the way, I know a few people have asked me about it before. When you tie the drain into, for example, this is tied into the toilet undoubtedly, but it could be tied into the shower. You're going to tie it in after the P-trap. So wherever the P-traps is, and in this case the P-trap is in the toilet, so it's tied in directly, I'm sure. But tie it in after the P-trap, because if you tie it in before the P-trap, you're going to be in trouble, because this drain will dry out and then you'll have all those bad smells. But look at this little centerpiece that they did in here. There's one replicated in the shower too with this mosaic. I think it's sharp. It's really a nothing. This mosaic is just strips that were set on here, and it's flush, which I like. But it's a really nothing thing. It took them probably 2 sheets of this mosaic to make this happen. But having a nothing thing and making it pop, because otherwise this would just be straight 12 by 24 tile going across. And so I like that idea a lot. Also, you'll notice that there's a hose on the shower. Many times, as it is in Southeast Asia here, and in Europe, you'll have a bidet. But in lieu of not having a bidet, they'll tie in a hose to this. And so this is directly tied into the water supply, which is okay, but the only problem is you've got cold water, whereas a bidet would have both hot and cold. And so, yeah, you got cold water coming out of the hose there. And it is actually charged right now, meaning it has water currently in it. So you just hit the switch. So another thing I wanted to point out is this sink. I love this little drain. I've seen these before. I don't believe I've ever installed one, but it's almost like it's magnetic, although it's not. It's just into the rim there, but the part of this drain piece is larger than the rim of the sink, and there's a little cutout there. And so you can set it anywhere and then just flip it around, but as soon as you set it flat, it is watertight. I don't know, I just love it. There's pop-up mechanisms that are okay. I just really like this. I don't know why I like it, I just do. But yeah, so there's a mosaic that goes around the mirror, and I like that too. You know, it's a small little addition, but it just makes the whole mirror and everything just kind of pop. And so yeah, for that reason alone, I like that mosaic. And there is the shower. And I was trying to wait to get better lighting, but I am pretty deep inside of this hotel room, so even in the daytime, I wouldn't have any better lighting than I do now. But I really like this shower a lot. It is a huge walk-in shower, and it is not truly curbless, meaning that there is a very slight drop off here, maybe about 3/4 of an inch going across, which is okay. But anyway, it is a curbless shower for all intents and purposes. It does not have a lineal drain. It has a square drain down there, and everything is sloped to where it's supposed to go. Grout lines are a little stained, which is okay. And there's that pattern again with what I just showed you by the toilet. Again, it's a very, very small detail, but it really makes the centerpiece kind of pop. Another thing that you might notice as I went down on here, you have a tub spout, and I am seeing that a lot. I see it in Jamaica, I saw it in the Dominican Republic, I'm seeing it here. So a tub spout in a shower is not unusual, obviously in other countries. It would be for us, but it's a good idea. You know, fill a bucket, wash your pet, you know, different applications for that. Then we have the shower fixture with a pretty strong shower head. I like that, not a typical hotel shower head. So that's kind of cool. Actually, I didn't even know that it had settings on it. I never tried the settings. But the diverter is because we have a rainforest head that's actually flush with the ceiling, and that's a first. I've never seen a rain shower head flush with the ceiling. Usually it's on some type of neck or even a pole that goes down, a 1/2 inch pole. The water pressure here is really strong, so it literally feels like you're in a very, very hard rain when all this water comes down. But it's very, very nicely done. I like it. This tile is again 12 by 24. It's just perfectly flat on this wall. Just absolutely wonderful. There's no lippage. And so, yeah, they really knew what they were doing on here. There's some slight lippage over here. But overall, excellent job. I like it a lot. And they didn't stagger it either, and that's perhaps why they didn't run into much slippage at all. But it's a nice job. The little soap dish shampoo niche, whatever you want to call it, is very small. But it's a hotel, so no big deal. And yeah, just kind of showing other people's work in other countries is kind of cool. I like the setup. Looks like we have a plastic transition, a corner transition over here. I don't know that I've ever really seen corner transition pieces, either plastic or aluminum, in the States. That's kind of cool because that way you don't really have to deal with the one edge. But the corner piece is nice. It's okay. A lot of this tile is chipped off the side, which means that they either had a weak tile blade or they were using a different way of cutting this. So I don't like the little chips on here. But overall, I mean, that's not a big deal. And I don't mean to, a lot of my videos, you know, I'm critiquing every little tiny thing. And it's not so much a critique, I'm just showing if anybody, you know, has or gonna get tile work done or whatever, you know, little things that they could look for to make sure that it's done right. And that's kind of the purpose. I forgot to tell you this shower is 4 foot by 6 foot long. It's a big shower. Very, very big. So just to give you an idea, this shower head, as I said, very, very powerful, good water pressure. And then when you turn it over to here, that is crazy. I know it's hard to see on video, but that is definitely coming down like a monsoon. I don't know that you get very clean with it, but if you want to feel like you're outdoors in a thunderstorm, this definitely is the way to go. That particular head, I don't know the brand name of. Again,
Just a wee bit odd that it's sitting flush in the ceiling, although that's not a big deal.
So I'm going to show you something else. It's actually outside of the elevator that I saw when I first checked in here, and it's just awesome. It's as good as or better than any of this tile. And then look at this tile out here. I mean, these little diamond pieces I've done before. That's not a real big deal, but every once in a while they have centerpieces, and right outside of the lobby, or sorry, the elevator, they have the centerpiece. Huge centerpiece, probably about 12 foot long by about 6 foot wide, and very, very well done. All the inset pieces, all the tile that go around before the inset pieces, and the symmetry is perfection. The symmetry works. They planned this out very well, executed it very well. It's all flat, it's all level, it's just gorgeous. Very, very impressed. And obviously this is on concrete, so a little more difficult to do, but they made it happen, and it's just absolutely wonderful. I love it. Overlooked a lot of times. When you come out of the elevator, you just look at it and don't give it a second thought, but anytime I'm somewhere, I don't care where I'm at, and I see tile, and I think all tile guys do this, we kind of go in and start critiquing, you know, the triangular cuts and all this stuff. These tile don't even have any spacing. If there is, it's minuscule at best. But it's just absolutely wonderfully done. Yeah, love it. And then there is this tiled floor that's in my room, quite large, 24 by 24 tile also, and absolutely flawless. Like, there is absolutely no lippage whatsoever. The grout's a little dirty because they used a light colored grout, or they may not have. They may have used gray grout in here. But other than that, this tile is as flawless as the tile that I highlighted when I was in Jamaica, as far as being on point and just flat, level, straight. I mean, you can't do better than this. I would love to see, and very small grout lines, by the way. These are 1/16. Every single one of these lines are very, very small 1/16 inch grout lines, and just perfectly set. Just very, very well done. I can't overemphasize that enough. I don't believe, except for commercial applications, which basically this is, I don't believe I see tile like this set so well anywhere else. If I did, I would notice it, but I do definitely appreciate it, and I like it a lot.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then subscribe. Hit that button and subscribe. I make nothing off of YouTube, so please be a Patreon member. I'm going to post a link down below to my Patreon account, and you can donate $1, $5, $10, $20 a month. Just pledge that on a monthly basis. That will help me produce more videos and content so that you can watch and learn from my channel. And donate at least $50 if you're going to call. If you're going to call for advice, donate to my PayPal, please. Donate first, and then feel free to call me or email me for advice. Otherwise, business calls only, please.